The 5,000-year-old Noah's Ark has been uncovered in Turkey, and what they found inside has astonished everyone. But here's the real twist. Why has Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan kept this incredible discovery hidden from the world? Let's dive into today's video to explore some mind-blowing facts about Noah's Ark and the mysteries behind it. The story of Noah's Ark is a tale in the Bible and Quran about a huge boat that plays a vital role. The narrative revolves around a worldwide flood, and God uses the ark to rescue Noah, his family, and two of each type of animal. In the Quran, the ark is called Safinat Nūḥ, or Noah's ship. Some ancient writers, such as Flavius Josephus, believed in the reality of the ark. People have long searched for Noah's Ark, but there's no evidence proving its existence. There's no scientific proof of a colossal flood covering the entire world. The Bible's description of the ark and the flood involves things that seem unrealistic and don't align with our understanding of the world. Even though some believe the ark might have been an actual boat, no concrete evidence supports this notion. The concept of a global flood lacks scientific backing, as described in the Bible. Some researchers propose that a smaller flood might have inspired the story in the ancient Middle East. They point to events like a flood in the Persian Gulf or a Black Sea deluge about 7,500 years ago as possible influences. Noah's Ark in the Bible. The Bible shares a story about Noah, who God tells to build a huge ark. The purpose is to save his family and pairs of animals from a massive flood intended to erase evil on earth. Ancient stories even mention an accessible ark, with a yearly festival commemorating its landing. People used pieces of the ark as amulets in the past. Speaking about the ark's structure, God gave Noah specific instructions, Genesis 6:14-16. The ark was supposed to be enormous, 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high, about 134 by 22 by 13 meters, or 440.72 by 43 feet. These measurements were based on the number 60, also found in a similar ancient Babylonian story about a flood hero. The ark was divided into 3 parts, mirroring how ancient Israelites viewed the world: heaven, earth, and the underworld. Inside, each part was as tall as the temple in Jerusalem, seen as a miniature representation of the universe. Some believe the ark and the tabernacle were considered places to preserve human life. Moreover, the ark had a door on the side and something called a sohar, possibly a roof or skylight. As per God's instructions, Genesis 6:14-16, the ark was to be constructed using gopher wood, a type of wood mentioned only in this part of the Bible. Inside, it was divided into chinim, a term usually meaning birds' nests, though some suggest it might refer to reeds. The ark was also supposed to be covered in copper, a pitch or bitumen. The mystery of the ark's location. Over the past century, many people have claimed to have discovered Noah's Ark, often focusing on Mount Ararat in eastern Turkey. According to the Bible, the ark rested in the mountains of Ararat after a 150-day flood around 5,000 years ago. However, it's perplexing to consider how a wooden structure could withstand the elements for over 4,000 years, especially given Mount Ararat's volcanic activity until 1840. Despite these challenges, the quest for the ark and reported sightings persist. Some believe that its discovery will occur if it aligns with God's will. Recent research suggests evidence of human activity near a boat-shaped formation on Mount Ararat, dating back to 5,500–3,000 BC. Ark's geometry. During the European Renaissance, people had various ideas about Noah's Ark. Some of these thoughts may have resembled those of early theologians like Origen and Augustine. However, a new group of scholars emerged, focusing not on questioning the event but on pondering the practical aspects of the ark. In the 15th century, Alfonso Tostada delved into the details of the ark, addressing concerns like waste management and maintaining fresh air inside. Moving into the 16th century, Johannes Buteo, a clever thinker, calculated the interior measurements of the ark. He even made provisions for practical elements such as Noah's mills and ovens, gaining popularity for his ideas. Fast forward to Irving Finkel, a researcher at the British Museum. He made a remarkable discovery, an ancient tablet with inscriptions. So, while translating ancient texts, Irving Finkel stumbled upon a Babylonian version of the flood story. The tablet he found contained specifications for a large, round boat known as a coracle. This discovery became the subject of a TV show and a book, and they even created a small version of the boat from the tablet, floating it in India. The ongoing quest for Noah's Ark. Now let's shift to the persistent search for Noah's Ark. People have been seeking it for centuries, from the time of Eusebius in the 3rd century to the present day. A historical figure, Flavius Josephus, once claimed that pieces of the Ark were in Armenia, now identified as Mount Ararat in Turkey. However, contemporary experts view these searches more skeptically, suggesting they might be more like imaginative tales than genuine archaeology. Researchers have proposed different locations, such as the Durupinar site and Mount Tendurek in Turkey, but none have confirmed the discovery of the Ark. Despite some individuals firmly believing in its existence, scientists engage in heated debates about whether it could have existed and whether a colossal flood, like the one in the Bible, occurred. It remains a substantial and ongoing debate. In 2003, a satellite image of the same location brought renewed attention to the site, now famously known as the Ararat anomaly. The overhead shot displayed an elongated structure with dimensions resembling Noah's Ark, injecting new life into the popularity of this location. Despite the intriguing visual resemblance, no expedition has explored the site. It's essential to emphasize that these images, while captivating, do not provide definitive proof of the Ark's remains on Mount Ararat. The object in the pictures might be nothing more than a natural rock formation, creating uncertainty that has deterred Ark searchers from further investigating this anomaly. In April 2010, an evangelical Christian exploration team affiliated with Noah's Ark Ministries International, NAMI, asserted that they had found evidence of Noah's Ark on Mount Ararat. The team reported their discovery from an expedition 2 years earlier in a prominent canyon on the mountain's south face. While this expedition, associated with Hong Kong-based media evangelism, generated excitement, the scientific community has approached these claims cautiously. Archaeologists think they might have found the real Noah's Ark. A team of scholars from Turkish and American universities committed nearly a year to an exhaustive examination of the rock and soil composition of the famous Durupinar Formation on Mount Ararat, Turkey's highest peak. Their sole focus was on scrutinizing the potential remnants of the legendary Noah's Ark. The biblical story of Noah entails God instructing the construction of an immense ark, a refuge designed to protect Noah's family and pairs of animals from an imminent catastrophic flood. This flood, intended to cleanse the widespread wickedness on earth, led Noah's Ark to eventually rest in the Ararat Mountains after a 150-day deluge around 5,000 years ago. Recent investigations by these scholars suggest compelling evidence of human habitation near the distinctive boat-shaped site nestled amidst the mountains. This aligns with a timeline ranging from 5,500 to 3,000 BC. Professor Farooq Kaya, the vice-rector at AICU, emphasized the significance of their findings. He highlighted the analysis of rocks and soil from this distinct area on the mountain as indicative of human activity during the period following the Noah's Ark deluge. According to the Daily Mail, Professor Kaya stated, "In terms of dating, it is stated that there was life in this region as well. This was revealed in the laboratory results." Although the discovery of human activity near the Durupinar Formation is intriguing, it doesn't provide definitive proof of the biblical account. Over the years, this geological site has been suggested as a potential resting place for Noah's Ark, capturing significant attention from those eager to unravel the mysteries of the ancient tale. Archaeologists consistently assert that the formation is naturally occurring, not a petrified shipwreck. They dismiss geologic indicators of a global flood, as described in religious scriptures, with the possibility of a more localized flood being a subject of debate but lacking unanimous support. The researchers acknowledge the current limitations in declaring the Durupinar site as the exact location of Noah's Ark. Farooq Kaya, a key contributor, noted, "With the dating, it is not possible to say that the ship is here. Emphasizing the need for prolonged investigation, a collaborative effort among ITU, Andrew University, and AICU has been announced to continue the comprehensive study. The team relies on soil evidence pointing to clayey materials, marine materials, and seafood within the geological formation. While this observation fuels their hypothesis, it falls short of definitively establishing the Durupinar site as Noah's Ark. In 2021, researchers heightened their exploration efforts by studying various geological areas, specifically focusing on the Durupinar Formation. This formation is characterized by limonite, resembling the shape of Noah's Ark. The team conducted meticulous laboratory analysis on rock and soil samples collected from the region's highest peaks. The biblical tale of God, Noah, his family, and the animals aboard the ark has sparked debates that have endured for centuries. The persistent quest for tangible proof of this historical event continues, motivating the team of scientists to delve deeper into the mysteries surrounding the Durupinar Formation. Only time will reveal whether conclusive evidence emerges to bridge the gap between religious narratives and empirical findings from the rocks and soil of Mount Ararat. Noah's Ark in the Quran. In the Holy Quran, the stories of nations are still present, and they faced severe punishment from Allah for disobedience, denying God's existence, and mistreating prophets and their followers. These stories serve as guidance and warnings for Muslims. Hazrat Noah, also known as the second Adam, faced a significant event. Only his family and selected animals who were boarded on an ark prepared by Allah survived a massive flood. 8 people were on board, including Noah, his wife, 3 sons, and pairs of various animals. The story of Noah is not only in the Quran, but also in other heavenly books like the Torah, the Psalms, and the Bible. For a long time, scientists, both Muslim and non-Muslim, have been on a quest to find Noah's Ark. Scientists asked, if Noah's flood happened and he took a few humans and pairs of all the animals on a giant ark to escape the punishment of water, where did that ark go? Recent discovery by a team of Chinese scientists. Recently, a group of Chinese Christian missionaries and scientists made an exciting announcement after a month-long research expedition. They claim to have found the historical Ark of Noah on Mount Ararat in eastern Turkey, a mountain with a towering peak at 12,000 feet. The team reported that the Ark has 3 floors and has been buried under several meters of snow for over 200 years. This discovery comes after numerous teams have searched over the years for Noah's Ark, which is mentioned in the Holy Quran and believed to have come to rest on a mountain called Judi. American scientists, however, dispute the Chinese team's findings. They argue that the wood samples sent for forensic examination are not old enough to confidently declare it as Noah's Ark from ancient times. Yet the Chinese team asserts their confidence, claiming they are 99% sure that this is the same ark constructed by Noah 48,000 years ago under God's command. Experts describe the ark as having 3 floors, with several large rooms and wooden pillars in those rooms. Despite the ongoing debates, this discovery has sparked questions and discussions globally, with Arab newspapers also delving into the authenticity of whether this indeed is Noah's Ark. The Chinese and Turkish Christian teams have sparked a wave of discussions and inquiries about the historical and religious significance of this finding. Further, diving deeper into the discovery of Noah's Ark, the team of Chinese and Turkish experts not only delved into the physical evidence, but also explored the Holy Quran verses describing the Ark's journey. The location of the Ark's landing, as identified in these verses, led scientists to focus their research on Mount Ararat. Over the past 20 years, various scientists have visited the mountain, with some identifying a rock-shaped structure as Noah's Ark. This recent research was conducted in an extreme environment, where temperatures reached as low as 60 degrees C. The steep and perilous part of the mountain where the Ark remains were discovered is. Despite the challenging conditions, the team observed the Ark from 60 different locations. The broken ship, buried under thick snow, allowed experts to enter and explore its interior. At a press conference, Chinese expert Dean Chen shared the findings, revealing that each room on the ship is 5 meters high, providing ample space for animals. Using radiocarbon technology, they estimated the age of the Ark to be 4,800 years. Although several boxes were found within the ship, their contents remain a mystery, as the experts were unable to open them during their initial research. The experts plan to return to Mount Ararat equipped with modern technology, including X-ray machines, to uncover more secrets and address questions raised by American scientists. The claim of discovering Noah's Ark is not new. Historical accounts trace it back to World War II, when a British soldier named Leonard ventured to Iraq during the conflict. Driven by his passion for history and archaeology, began collecting various artifacts in the markets of Iraq. When Leonard passed away, his son Simon inherited these artifacts, later donating them to the British Museum. Among these items was a tablet with inscriptions in the ancient Assyrian language. British archaeologist Irving Flay examined this tablet and made a remarkable discovery. The tablet narrated a story of human sinfulness, God's anger, and a righteous man named Noah, residing in the Tigris and Euphrates Valley. God commanded Noah to build an ark large enough to accommodate righteous people and pairs of every living creature. The tablet vividly described the ark, comparing its size to that of a football stadium. Experts estimate the tablet to be around 4,000 years old, dating back 200 years before Jesus Christ. This ancient tablet serves as another solid proof of the Noah's Ark story, offering historical evidence that aligns with religious narratives. It's a compelling piece of the puzzle that adds weight to the authenticity of the events. Deniers of religion, especially Islam, often dismiss these stories as fictional. However, historical artifacts like this tablet challenge such skepticism. The tablet intriguingly notes that Noah's Ark wasn't long but egg-shaped, contrary to modern ships. These tangible pieces of history provide compelling reasons to reconsider the authenticity of ancient tales and acknowledge their significance. In Noah's day, ships with egg-shaped designs were common on the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. In Surah Hud, verse 44, the Holy Quran indicates that Noah's Ark came to rest on a high mountain, specifically Mount Judy. During the Babylonian period, the ancient inhabitants of Iraq and Syria believed Mount Garda, near the island of Ibn Omar, now part of Turkey with its border adjacent to Iraq, to be Noah's Ark's landing site. Muslim historians have aligned with this belief, and Mount Garda is renowned among Muslims as Mount Judy. Contrastingly, Christian missionaries claim that the ship landed on Mount Ararat, situated on the border of Armenia and Turkey. However, Muslim traditions predominantly support Mount Judy as the historic landing site. Hazrat Noah and the Great Flood. Hazrat Noah, also known as the second Adam and the Sheikh of the Prophets, holds a significant place in Islamic history. As the first prophet sent to humanity, his name is mentioned 73 times in the Holy Quran, and he is recognized as the longest-lived prophet, having lived for 900 years. So Hazrat Noah was chosen as a prophet for the people of an ancient nation in what is now Iraq. Despite persistent rebellion and defiance, Noah sought divine intervention through prayer in his unwavering commitment to Allah. As commanded by Allah, Noah embarked on the monumental task of building an ark over 2 years. This colossal ship, measuring 300 cubits in length, 50 cubits in width, and 30 cubits in height, became the vessel of salvation during a catastrophic punishment. The punishment manifested as continuous rainfall and springs gushing from the earth, submerging all in a deluge. Noah's Ark floated on the waters for 6 months and 8 days before finding its resting place on Mount Judy on the 10th of Muharram. As the waters gradually receded, revealing the land, Hazrat Noah took on the task of rebuilding. He established the city of Khorasan and erected the Samani Mosque, marking the beginning of a new era after the flood. Hazrat Noah's life spanned an additional 60 years after the flood, and his legacy endures. His shrine, a symbol of resilience and divine guidance, stands prominently in Lebanon, bearing witness to his mission's profound impact and the Great Flood's transformative events. So, what do you think of the discovery of Noah's Ark in Turkey? Comment below and subscribe for more such videos.